This is one of those situations where I just say, good for him, okay? There's a racist streamer who really just wants to get attention. And we debated on if we want to give this guy attention. So at the end of this, he uses the N-word, but he's going up to people. I'll let you see it for yourself.
Trying to make us go over here. What do you think about Hey man. What do you think about
Go to hell.
Yeah?
You want this camera shoved up your ass?
Why do I deserve that? I don't understand what your point is, bro. Like seriously.
Here. I got water. Here. He told me to get water. Sorry. You told me to get water here. Hey, what happened? We live streamed and someone pepper sprayed him for no reason. Yeah.
Yes. I'm smiling on the inside and outside. Now, I don't advocate for people to get pepper sprayed, but when you're continuing to harass a man and telling him what does he think about Negroes or whatever he wanted to say, and then at the end he uses the entire E word, okay? The entire N word and went hard ER. When that happens and the person tells you continually, leave me alone, I'm not bothering you, leave me alone. And then they take out, I mean, this was an older gentleman. He has his mace just in case something like this pops off. And he maced the guy. And the guy cries like a baby. Now, I'm going to tell you this, fella. That girlfriend you got, she ain't for you, brother. Let me tell you why. She kept recording. While you're sitting there crying like a child because you got exactly what you were asking for, she kept recording you. She not the one. I'm just telling you. She was happy that happened to you. She kept recording. She didn't delete it either. Okay, Benjamin, what are your thoughts, man?
You know, Dr. Richey, these folks want to be famous. They are, I wonder if they don't understand how they themselves are victims of this system. Not that I'm going to extend too much grace and concern with them, but you gotta be really ignorant to go out and seek this kind of attention for the sake of your podcast or your YouTube channel. But we see this happening on a regular basis. It's just a level of ignorance that has been monetized and bigotry that has been monetized, and we're seeing more and more of it, and it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, and you really saw the guy's true colors when he was, when the other male defended himself against him, where he goes, he uses the N-word, he calls him the N-word. Now, this is the second time I've reported on my show of a white person calling another white person the N-word. It's just fascinating to me. But you know where it comes from. That to them, that is the worst thing to call anybody.
Exactly.
All right. And so that's why they're using it. Now, obviously, it is a racist word, but I find it quite ironic that this individual assumed that no one would at least defend themselves when he remained consistently aggressive and coming into their space. This guy doesn't know who this individual is. And once again, as I said before, this was an older gentleman that he's messing with. And this guy does this on a regular basis, by the way. So he goes up to random people and he bothers them. Okay, he bothers random people. And he typically bothers people that seem non-threatening like this older gentleman. Well, listen, as my grandmother would say, Pops had something for him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna run up on the right one and get the wrong answer one of these days. But no, absolutely, Dr. Richey. I can't stress enough what you just said. I gotta reiterate, they know every time they form that word, their intention is to cause emotional harm. And so there's no second guessing about this.